Hey friends, and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to show you a few of the things I am planting to feed our rabbits and our goats for free this year. Now, I did of course pay for the plants that I'm planting, but it's a one-time fee, and once that's done, these things are going to keep producing for me and allow me to feed my animals. Plus, they are really nutrient-dense food sources. If you're coming to Farm Where You Live in Asheville, North Carolina on April 15th, and you come check me out at my booth, I will actually have some of these plants available for sale at that time. The tickets to the Farm Where You Live event are not expensive. They're $10 a person, and anybody 10 and under is free. And that's to the main event. Of course, they have other tickets that you can go and see smaller group talks with people like Joel Salatin, Justin Rhodes, Jason Contreras, Jill Reagan. I mean, all kinds of people that are doing smaller talks that you can pay additionally for. So check out their website to get those tickets. I think they're on sale right now. But just to get into the event, see a lot of the other speakers, to be able to get to spend a day together as a homesteading community and just chit chat with each other, see some presenters, see what different things are sold at the vendors booth by other homesteaders like you, make sure you come to the Farm Where You Live event in Asheville, North Carolina, April 15th, and see what I have for sale. Plus, you know, say hi, meet me, things like that. But anyways, one of the things that I'm super excited about are these right here, and these are willow trees. Now these are hybrid willow trees, so they grow much faster and need less water than the traditional weeping willow people talk about. But willows are really fantastic in nutrients. Like, they are nutrient dense, they are a great feed source. These are produced specifically to be able to cut them back several times and feed that to your animals, or to dry, put up as tree hay for wintertime feeding. That is what this willow is produced for. This is hybrid willow cuttings, and I have been rooting these for a little over a month. You can see how much have grown, and they're just in a old milk jug with some water. I've got to get these up potted into some pots. Now, I don't have a ton of like nursery pots to up pot these into, and I do plan on putting them in the ground. So some of them will go into other milk jugs because I'm real fancy around here. So if y'all see that, that's what's happening. All right, watch out, silly.
Yeah. What is that white in it?
It's called perlite.
What's perlite?
It's good for it.
Hey, stop. You have to crush it.
Okay, well, you crush it for me, okay?
Yeah. I have the water now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that all the water? Is that all the water?
See?
Okay, I'll have to go get some more.
Look at this, friends. Look at this, friends. This is mud. Let's squish this out. Yeah. Mama's going over there to build some more yard up. Hey, friends, this is Mother Day, and they're planting seeds because you need to. And this is a mash. Yeah. I'll just take these one. Yeah. I want to.
Are you playing in the mud?
Yeah. It needs a little bit harder.
No. So you want it to, when you mix it and you grab a handful, you want it to be able to form a ball. okay? And just have just a little bit of water dripping from your hands. If it's got water pouring out of your hands, you got too wet. Some of this is too wet still. Yep. Oh, that's a good ball. See? We're about there. Whoa!
My bubble!
Big old trees. Check out the root formation on these things from just being cuttings that I put in water like a month ago. These things rooted so fast and are just growing ridiculously, but they absolutely need to get in some soil and out of just being in water. They need nutrients. I'm just using Pro Mix potting mix. I use this every year for my seed starting, and it's what I have used without issues. It's what I trust, so that's what is going into here. And then of course rainwater as the water source. So the type of willow that I'm planting here is a hybrid willow, also known as an Austree willow. This willow was first created in New Zealand by crossing two other willow species that are in the same family as the weeping willow. This willow is known for being able to grow very fast. It can grow 6 to 10 feet each year, reaching a total of 50 to 75 feet. It is hardy in zones 4 through 9. Hey, there's a frog in my bucket!
What is that?
Do you see it?
Yeah. Ribbit, ribbit,
Are you making frog sounds?
ribbit, ribbit.
Here, how about under the wood pile? You'll like it under there. Willow trees are a great addition to an animal feed source used as fodder. They can be fed fresh or dried. Willows are known for having 16% crude protein, 18% crude fiber, 16 grams per kilogram of calcium, and 2.6 grams per kilogram of phosphorus. Beautiful. Alright, well, I ran out of milk jugs, coffee containers, basically. Thank you, sir. Basically, whatever I had that I was putting my hybrid willow trees in. So Kenneth had to go to Lowe's anyways because he broke a bolt on the wood chipper, and so he went to go get that. So he's gonna pick up some more nursery pots while he's there. Until he gets back, we're gonna start some seeds. These are the next plant I will have available with me at Farm Where You Live. I have these like seed trays with dome lids on them to kind of hold in the moisture and the heat, because the seeds that I'm starting are only annuals in our zone, zone A. They really, really love like zone 9, 10 and above. They don't like to get below 40 degrees because they're from Africa. Pretty sure that's the original place of this plant. When you hear superfoods though, like this is actually a superfood. This is the Moringa tree. If you've heard of Moringa, if you've read my book, I do mention Moringa in my book, Feeding Meat Rabbits for Free. These are wingless Moringa tree seeds. Normally they have like a wing that goes around them to help them kind of float across the wind. You don't need that to plant them, so I got wingless seeds here. I have 100. I do not need 100. I don't know if they're all going to germinate. I'm going to attempt to germinate like half of them. I will keep some of them here for us. Of course, some of them I will be taking to Farm Where You Live to sell. These as seedlings are kind of hard to get a hold of in our area, but Moringa is fantastic. Like, you just don't even understand. During my research on Feeding Meat Rabbits for Free, I come across Moringa, and the stuff I come across was actually like when they have orphaned mothers in countries where Moringa grows naturally, they will take Moringa powder, which is just dehydrated tree leaves, and mix it with like milk or whatever to make sure that infant gets all of its nutritional needs met, because Moringa is so high in vitamins and minerals that it can be like a complete diet source. And for things like rabbits or goats, cows, things like that, like Moringa is a killer food source for them because it has so many vitamins and minerals. So anybody who's trying to get to be more sustainable, yes, Moringa will not perennialize in our area, but we can grow it annually. I am going to attempt to baby some of my moringa and hopefully get it to overwinter in our area. It just doesn't like to be below 40 degrees. So if I can put some kind of like greenhouse dome on it, I can pretty easily hopefully keep it above 40 degrees because we don't get super cold where I am anyways. Now up northern areas, you can best believe it's going to be just an annual plant for y'all unless you have a heated greenhouse, which I know some people in northern climates do have heated greenhouse. Now, even if you can only plant moringa like when you plant your peppers and tomato seeds, it is still going to be a beneficial plant for your homestead because it can go as part of your diet, it can go as part of your animal's diet, it can be a very big nutrient boost. Now, I eat a high carnivore diet, so I'm not looking to grow this as part of a supplement to my diet, but it would be great to have on hand just in case. You never know what direction the world's going to take, and having something that is super nutrient dense on your homestead would be fantastic. But I'm really growing this as an animal feed source for us because of how high it is. With moringa added into their diets, I won't stress as much about whether my rabbits or goats or chickens are getting what they need nutrient wise from the feeds we're feeding them, because I will know moringa is filling in those gaps for me. So that's the main reason I'm focusing on this. Like I said, I'm starting a lot of it, and then I'm going to bring a lot of it to Farm Where You Live with me in these cute little pots, these little planter pots that I got here, so you can have started seedlings to get you a jump start on growing it on your homestead. So if you want to pick up some moringa seedlings from me, make sure you see me at Farm Where You Live. I will have a limited supply of them because I'm only planting so many to take with me. So stop by and see me early on in the event. So let's get down deep into what moringa actually is. Moringa is also known as the tree of life. Every single bit of the moringa tree is edible by people and by animals. It is often used in other countries as a type of vegetable. In Africa, they prize the leaves of the moringa trees. In Asia, they prize the seed pods of the moringa trees. But you can eat all of it. Medicinally, moringa is used to treat anemia, as an antibiotic, and as a fungicide, meaning it kills funguses. Moringa is said to grow 1 to 2 feet per month. So even if you can only start this plant annually and you start it in the spring with your tomatoes and peppers, by the time fall comes around and you're starting to get those cold temperatures where you're dropping below 40 degrees and this plant will die back, you can harvest it as a food source for your animals. You can store it as tree hay for winter feeding, or you can dry it and grind it up for use in your own food. When feeding moringa fresh, it has 24% crude protein, 13% crude fiber, 26 grams per kilogram of calcium, 3 grams per kilogram of phosphorus, 5 grams per kilogram of magnesium, 0.2 grams per kilogram of sodium, 9 milligrams per kilogram of copper, 23 milligrams per kilogram of zinc, 497 milligrams per kilogram of iron. It is also a source of major amino acids, vitamins A, B, and C, plus additional minerals. Now that we are all potted up, I ended up with 20 hybrid willow trees that I'm going to take with me to Farm Where You Live, and 25 moringa seedlings that I'm going to take with me to Farm Where You Live. So if you want them, make sure you stop by and see us. I will have them ready to go for y'all. I'm so excited about this. I know it will do great things for y'all. I got a little bit dirty in the day, but it was fun. It was great to get my hands in the soil. We're expecting a cold snap, so it's not really time to start seeds yet, but it was fun to have this opportunity. I just got to get these babied so y'all will be able to have them at Farm Where You Live, and we can get them growing for our animals. That's all I have for you today, friends. I hope to see you again soon and see you at the event.